I love you guys. You're the most awesome fans on the planet. I'm going to introduce somebody first. You've been a producer on the show since season 5, which I think is one of the best seasons of the show. He's a hard-working dude and an all-around great guy. Ladies and gentlemen, I want a Sao Paulo welcome for Jim Michael! I'm sorry I could not attend the Q&A today. This is a recorded announcement, but I'm at my hotel drinking some coffee because I enjoyed the Brazilian night a little too much last night.
It wasn't our fault, we were overserved.
And I had a little too much wine. Okay. All right, guys. I'm coming out now. Does he think that's gonna do something?
They're out of holy oil. That's all I could get.
Holy ground, holy ground. What's up, guys? It's my first time in Sao Paulo. This trip has been a lot of firsts for me. It's my first time in a helicopter.
And he was not nervous at all.
Scariest thing I've ever done. Next to eating dinner with you. First time in Sao Paulo. And first time actually really getting to know you, Jim. I mean, we've had dinner before.
We were in Brazil together once before.
Brazil together, we've been in England together.
We got deported together from Brazil once before.
We what?
We got deported.
Yes, we did.
We were overserved.
They discovered Lucifer was in Rio de Janeiro, and they're like, he's got to get out of here.
I tried my best. We put Mark Shepard on, and Mark was going to talk it out. Yeah, I know these guys. I talk about football.
That didn't work, Mark Shepard.
No, it didn't work.
He couldn't talk his way out of getting deported. You guys are awesome. I love you. I feel a lot of affection for Brazilian fans. What's that?
Good
Shall we sit or are we going to stand?
I knew it wouldn't work. Now, if you ever want to be back on the show, Mr. Mock.
What's that?
If you ever want to be back on the show, put it back on the show. Who do you want to be on the show? Anybody against it?
Nope.
Okay, I got the message.
Have you guys seen up to season 12?
Yes! You are the only Lucifer.
Are you going to listen to it?
Well, it's been Rick Springfield lately.
Mike is better.
That hit the audience like a wet piece of sand. So are we doing a Q&A today, guys?
Uh-oh.
Are you going to ask us questions?
Yes.
Which we are going to try our best to answer?
Yes. I think we should, Mark.
What's that?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
Because rarely, other than Twitter, they can ask us questions. Why not do in person for a change?
She has a microphone. She will go to them as they raise their hand. Young lady.
All right.
I will leave the choosing of the questions to the young lady in pink. She can look around and find whomever she wants. Oh, you can go ahead. I'll leave it up to you. You can go ahead. It's all on you. You better choose right. Don't leave anybody out.
Bom dia.
Bom dia. Did I say it right?
Eu sou muito fã do sobrenatural e principalmente dos personagens malignos, né? Tipo Lúcifer, Crowley. E o que eu gostaria de saber é...
Crowley?
Yes!
You're a
I think I need more salt.
especially the bad guy, Lucifer. Who's Crowley?
I don't know who that man is. Line? No, I don't know who that is.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Então, eu gostaria de saber como você se preparou para fazer o personagem de Lúcifer e como você se sentiu fazendo ele.
The first part of my preparation was eating babies. I had my wife roast children on a nightly basis, and I ate those. Steady diet of babies. And also, you're into this. I read the Satanic Bible.
You gave me the receipt to pay for it too.
And then I actually called on the devil to possess me. And he hasn't left. He just keeps on possessing me. And I'm wondering if it's going to happen in season 12.
Well, based on the vote here today,
Yes!
I personally think Crowley's been the king of hell for too long.
Yes!
so you think someone's gonna come kick his ass?
I mean, I think the last time I kicked his ass, it wasn't satisfying for me. I think I could use another crack at it.
Another cage match?
Another cage match. Crowley and Lucifer naked in a cage together. That's hell.
I'm not sure I want to see Mark Shepard naked.
I kind of do. I bet that's interesting.
I mean, we have showered together, so I've already seen him. He's fine.
Now he keeps saying this, and I don't remember this.
Tequila!
No, actually, preparation for Lucifer was really easy because Supernatural tells a human story. You know, the monster stuff and the celestial stuff, the apocalypse, is just a backdrop to a family drama, right?
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's got
Definitely.
mommy and daddy issues and brother and sister issues in Supernatural, and Lucifer's no different. So, you know, all I had to do was just find that family problem that Lucifer had, which isn't too hard to sort out because they say what it is right there in the script. And just do that. And the rest just sort of comes to life on its own, to the degree that it does. It was well-written stuff, so you just got to show up on the day and do it, basically. So I was just kidding, I didn't need any babies. All right, one. Yes, more questions. It's her. It's all on her.
Sure, okay, right here in the middle. There we go.
Hi, both of you. Thanks for coming.
But this question is for Jim.
Yes. Eu aprendi a gostar de série. Uma das primeiras séries que eu assisti foi o Lois e Clark. E eu aprendi, foi uma das coisas que mais me chamou a atenção para começar a aprender mais sobre o que se passa atrás das câmeras. E olhando assim a ficha técnica, eu vi que você trabalhou com outras pessoas em Lois e Clark, que você voltou a trabalhar junto em Supernatural. Como foi para você voltar a trabalhar com o Robert Singer, com o Jay Gruska, que eram pessoas que já tinham trabalhado contigo? Você acha que isso ajudou a constituir Supernatural de uma maneira melhor, porque você já tinha um entrosamento um pouco maior?
Yeah. Well, this is the 8th series I've done with Bob Singer and Phil Segresha.
Is it really?
I think the 8th series.
8th?
Yeah, I met Phil Segresha in 1987 when I was working on Pee-wee's Playhouse. And Phil was working on Next Picture Playhouse. And that's when Phil and I first met. And then we met Bob on Midnight Caller in 1988, 89. And I was working on Back to the Future Part 2.
Is that a scary show? Midnight Caller?
No. But the thing is, it's a very comfortable situation. When Supernatural started the first season, I wasn't available. I was doing another television series with a comedian named Chris Rock called Everybody Hates Chris. So I was not available after season 4. They were going to make a change in the producer position, and Phil Segresha turned to Bob and, you know, Jim's show just got canceled. Bob goes, oh yeah. So I got a call from Bob, and Bob says, what do you do, Jim? I said, I'm sitting on my couch. He goes, you have a job? I said, I'm going to get an offer on Tuesday from CBS. He goes, would you like to go to Vancouver? I said, I've never been to Vancouver. Come in Monday. I called CBS Friday and said, I'm going to get an offer on Monday from Warner Brothers for Supernatural. So if you want to come, you better call. They called Tuesday morning. When they called Tuesday morning, I said, I took Supernatural on Monday. Thank you very much. Best decision of my life.
I think we should get questions from over here. Me? Oh, the pressure. The unicorn. Does that hurt?
Only when you pull it out.
Eu poderia perguntar em inglês? Primeiro tinha uma. E segundo, outros atores fizeram o Supernatural. Mas quando os fãs pensam...
No.
Da mesma forma. Mas quando os fãs pensam em Supernatural e em Lucifer, eles sempre pensam em você. Então, como você se sente em relação a isso, o carinho do fandom com você, sempre ter te dando apoio, mesmo em outros trabalhos, como é pra você? Obrigada.
You can never have enough love. So it feels really, really good. And I have to say, I'm not just saying this because I'm here, but the Brazilian fans are the best fans to me. Because you're very passionate, you're not afraid to love, and you show it, and I love that. It takes a lot of courage to love openly, you know? It takes a lot of courage, and it feels good to be the recipient of that. And I don't know that I fully deserve it, but I sure appreciate it.
You deserve it, Mark.
Yes!
You're just saying that because you showered with it.
Well, there's that. I thought we weren't going to talk about it, but then I did bring
You
it
brought
up.
it up, yeah, you did.
It was a mistake.
Right. I'm sure we'll get more detailed into the experience, because you're going to have to remind me what happened.
I'm going to have to.
Did you soak my back?
Oh, yeah.
Right, this is going in a fan fiction direction. Is there fan fiction about Jim?
Yeah.
Is there really? Who's he shipping? Really? Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
See, I thought they cut my mic off because I'm X-rated now. But you should go online and read some of that. You'd be interested in. I'm interested in seeing what happens between Bobby Singer and.
Now, by that you mean Bob Singer or Jim Beaver?
Bob Singer.
I have a trivia question. We have a full-time first AD on our show who's from Sao Paulo. What's his first name? Gabriel Queria. He's from Sao Paulo. He's one of our first assistant directors, been on the show for all 12 seasons.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's an awesome guy. And I watched him work his way up, too.
He started off with Whoopi, now he's the first AD, and he had one of the most challenging scripts that Tom Wright had to do, called Baby.
Yes.
Isn't that one of the most awesome out of the box episodes?
Yes.
I love that episode.
When we read the script, the only thing wrong was with it that Mark wasn't in it. Other than that, it was great.
You're just saying that.
You're right.
Yeah, here's a little piece of trivia. The director of Baby directed me in my first movie. And then we didn't see each other again for 20 years, and then he directed me in an episode of Supernatural.
It would be Tom Wright.
Tom Wright. I think we should have a question from over here. Yeah? Yes, go ahead. Wait. You? Yes? Yes?
Hello?
Over there.
Hello? Hello? Oi! Vem, sou eu aqui.
Oh, hey. I got you now. I don't think we're functioning like a well-oiled machine right now. Can I just remind a couple of folks here, I'm the boss. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Minha pergunta é pro Gui. Eu tava na palestra que ele deu e o produtor, quando conheceu um produtor brasileiro, falou sobre uma malhação. Então, que começou em 1995 e ainda está online. Minha pergunta agora que Supernatural está com 12 temporadas, você chega a pensar em transformar Supernatural, renovando seu cast como Doctor Who, sempre faz?
I think it would be safe to say I think it would be very safe to say if I said I'm going to get rid of Misha Collins, Mark Shepard, Mark Pellegrino, Jensen Ackles, and Jared Padalecki, I think you guys would be unhappy with that. So there will be no chance we do that.
Yes.
I'll be like Doctor Who, don't get me wrong. It's a great show.
Yeah, I mean, the chemistry between Jared and Jensen and Misha is just really special,
Yeah.
You can't act that. That just happens. They're just friends for real. And it would be a shame to change out that dynamic and replace them with new people. They're irreplaceable. And I think Supernatural is those guys.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
And the good news is that as long as we'll keep doing the show, we'll probably keep doing it. They're such good friends where they live in Texas. They can walk to each other's homes. Jensen keeps his boat at Jared's house. They're that close of friends.
His boat.
His boat. It's got 2 oars, but
Okay. That's another question.
let's go deep. Let's go deep somewhere. Way deep there with the horns.
Hello. Where do I hear this from? Where are you?
Just a moment.
Are you the one with the beeping horns?
Já. Prudinha, essa pergunta. Depois de 12 anos fazendo show, tem alguma coisa que você tem vontade de fazer e não teve oportunidade ainda?
Boa pergunta.
Oh, there's lots of things I'd like to do. We talked about doing one part, and I'd like to do one where halfway through the show they become a cartoon, an animation. And
That's not been done yet.
No, it has not been done yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we flirted with one with Mike Farrell, and so we went into cartoons a little bit, but I thought to do something like that would be a lot of fun. I also would like to take the show on the road. I'd like to shoot it internationally, and I'd like to take it across the U.S. and start in Vancouver and drive across country with a crew and shoot episodes all across the United States. I'd like to do one where we start in Europe, go all the way through England, all through Germany, Italy, go to the Middle East. And have the rivers get lost in the Amazon rainforest. And, you know, we put baby on a boat, get baby down here, and do a couple episodes here in Sao Paulo.
I love that. That's actually outstanding.
Love to do it.
Has this been pitched as an actual idea yet?
Well, you know, there's 100 good ideas, and unfortunately we only get 23 episodes a year. And sometimes, you know, cost is a factor. But certainly, I'd love to do a road trip. But the animation, I really kind of like the idea.
Yeah, that's great. Good question. Are there any questions for me? Yeah, go ahead. You pick. It's so cool I can understand Portuguese.
I can too when I put my finger on my ear here.
Yeah.
Se você pudesse trazer algum personagem de volta, qual você traria? Já que também pode morrer no filmar, ele fica na série, de verdade.
I know one character I would not bring back, Bobby. You don't want him back either? No, I'd bring back Bobby. I love Bobby Singh. Right?
I think they're changing Charlie though.
He comes back as a, you know, came back from heaven, right? He helps the boys out from time to time.
We snuck him back even last year again.
Yeah.
Well, when we really snuck him back, do you guys remember what Jim Weaver did? He pretended like he was making a movie in Vancouver about the abominable snowman, and he tweeted out pictures because he was afraid he would be spotted with our crew and in Vancouver, and we were trying to hold it as a surprise.
Wow.
So
That's very clever.
So Jim invented this whole movie. He had all kinds of pictures from, I don't know where he got the pictures from, and we all played along with Jared tweeted about, oh, it's great seeing Beavers in town, but he's up in Whistler working on that abominable snowman. Meanwhile, he's working on our set every day.
Hey, that's easy. He's a smart dude to do that. Also, one of my favorite characters that I would like to see come back, Joe.
Yes.
I like Joe, right? I thought she was cool.
She's a badass.
And I wanted to see that relationship with her and Dean play out. I can't tell whether you guys think that's good or bad. You want that? No! Nobody can have Dean but you.
Just chill! Just chill!
Who? Hestia. Who else has a question?
Here.
Hello.
Como nós podemos ver por trás das câmeras, todos os atores e atrizes são muito amigos, muito companheiros. Acho que essa pergunta serve para os dois. Como vocês se sentem, além de ter um trabalho incrível e também poder ter essa família, que são os personagens de Supernatural?
Well, we take very seriously the SPN family, and the good news is that we actually get along very well together in Vancouver for 12 years or better. But what binds us together is being able to come to events like this and see our extended Supernatural family, which is all of you guys. And because, particularly, of the international interest in Supernatural that we're still on the air. Had not been for the kind of ratings we get internationally, up to including Brazil, we probably would not still be on the air today. So we are very thankful for Brazilian fans and our fans around the world, because we get about 2 million viewers per week in the US. Around the world, we get 20 million international viewers. You want to know why we come to Brazil, we go to Italy, we go to Germany, England, and stuff? Because we want to thank you guys. And when you guys won the people, don't forget, you guys won the People's Choice Award for Best Fandom. That's your award. And I think it was so lopsided, they've never done it again. So they only did it one time, and the Supernatural family won it. And we share that with all of you guys, and thank you for voting on that. Mark?
Yeah, I mean, it's a privilege to be a part of a group of people who are really fun to work with and really nice on top of that. And it's really great to have been a part of this sort of evolving base of fandom. I mean, I think the Supernatural fan base became something over the last few years that distinguishes it from all other fan bases. We're really sort of an interactive, interconnected group of people who support one another, yeah? And it's great to be a part of that.
Absolutely, and other shows are trying to duplicate that now.
But they can't.
But they can't. We were first. Now, I have a question for Mark.
Yeah.
If we were to decide to bring you back, would you make yourself available?
I have a long-standing order to my agents and managers that if ever Supernatural wants anything, they get it.
Duly noted, Mr. Mark.
What's that?
Duly noted.
Think about that. Put that in there. Just remember,
Uh-oh.
I'm not leaving. You have too many questions to ask and answer. Can you stay here most of the day? Yes. Where's my microphone? Very good. I love your enthusiasm.
I love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Eu tive uma dúvida e eu gostaria de entender se o inferno ele é seu ou ele é do Crowley.
It's mine.
I'm sorry you gave away the 12th season twist. Well, you know, Crowley is a cheap imitation.
I'm not sure. I understand you.
You can't run hell like Sears and Roebuck. You can't. Only Lucifer knows how to run hell properly. That's me.
A gente pode perceber que o Lucifer mudou muito desde a 5ª temporada até como ele está agora. Serve para vocês dois a pergunta. Eu queria saber se vocês acham que essa mudança se deu em parte por causa dos atores, né, que fizeram o Lucifer, diferentes atores, se isso pode ter influenciado a mudança de caráter do personagem.
I think just creatively we wanted to sort of have fun with it. And partly was, Mark's very busy, by the way, and he does make himself available when we can get him. So part of it, is a logistical thing, but creatively, he's the only Lucifer. Let's be serious.
Yes!
He has other actors that have, a while, Misha was possessed by him. I thought Misha did a great job picking a lot of
Yes!
And so we've had fun with that. But I think, you know, I think there's going to come a time when we need the real deal back.
Yes!
You know, I think the character of Lucifer is sort of like Hamlet, in that it can embody a lot of different interpretations and it still holds up. And you recognize it as Lucifer. And I think they have written Lucifer in many different incarnations on the show. Even if I'm playing it, I think I've played 3 different Lucifers, to be honest with you, right? I mean, I played the one hell-bent on the apocalypse. I played the little imp inside Sam's head. Those are 2 very different Lucifers. And then the last one, earnestly trying to convince Sam to let me possess him, was another type of Lucifer. And there's the thread of my personality, which, you know, tends to be a little mischievous and playful and tends to enjoy torturing Sam. He's just sort of, he looks funny when he's upset, right?
I like the Santa Claus Lucifer.
Santa Claus Lucifer was fine.
Yeah!
But you know, here's a little piece of trivia with respect to the Santa Claus Lucifer. When I reveal myself as not Santa, but Lucifer, I actually sang the Rolling Stones song, Sympathy for the Devil. So I pulled the mask down and go, please allow me to introduce myself. And it got cut.
That's because the Rolling Stones wouldn't clear it for us.
Oh, really? I bet.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, you would not believe how expensive it is to get a classic, some of these classic rock tunes put on these shows. You were saying Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin starts at $500,000.
$500,000 to use their song in a show. Because they're greedy. That's why. Wow. It's just nuts.
Yeah, that was a great bit. Wish we could have kept it.
I know, I love it. And also another thing too, when you remember when we were in the cage and I beat everybody up in the cage? When I snap my fingers and the music plays, originally that was Kung Fu fighting.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
And that's what we were dancing to and fighting to when we were actually doing the scene. And that was hilarious. So I was a little shocked when I heard, hey! It's not the song we were dancing to. Do you know that a lot of fans unfollowed me and hated me because I beat up Jared and Jensen?
Is that really true?
No,
anybody on this flag unfollow him because of that?
No!
I see you over there. No, they hated me. And I said, I'm the devil! I'm supposed to beat people up. Yeah, Lucifer.
It's right there in his name.
And then I said to them, how many people have Sam and Dean killed? Right?
Whoa.
They killed a lot of people. Every time they spark out a demon, they're killing a person. Right?
Yeah.
We've killed them a few times too.
Yes. They've died a few times.
Dean's up to 5 deaths, 4 or 5.
Has he? 5? Awesome. That's what I love about Supernatural. It's not over. Ever. You die, you go to heaven, you go to hell, your eventual spirit, whatever, you're going to be there at some point, some incarnation down the line.
The joke is, nobody ever really dies on Supernatural.
Okay, right.
Aqui, ó. Eu aqui, Jim. Aqui, ó.
Oh, hey. Oh, there we go.
Oi, Sayara. Eu queria perguntar pro Marcos. Eu acho que o seu Lucifer tem ele é consistente. E eu não fazendo uma comparação, mas o Lucifer do filme do Constantine, eu não lembro o nome daquele ator, ele é russo. Achei ele muito bom. E o Lucifer dele, eu acho que é como se o Lucifer fosse uma pessoa real e ele tipo tem a mesma personalidade. E eu achei muito legal de quando eu vi o seu Lucifer, achei sensacional porque a personalidade dele consiste. É como se ele fosse uma pessoa real mesmo, e aquela fosse a personalidade fixa dele. E eu achei muito legal, o jeito manhoso, mimado. chorão, uma carinha de atenção, é tipo, e super incrível e maneiro, lógico, o Sr. Dark Lord, mas então respeito Vossa Majestade. Então eu acho isso muito legal, é uma coisa que eu admiro muito, e eu acho que é sensacional e você é incrível, como você é Então é isso que eu queria saber, se teve alguma influência pra você, alguma coisa assim.
Ela só queria te elogiar, não quer perguntar. Pronto. Próximo.
Greetings, Mark.
Oh no, I actually do like that Lucifer from Constantine, and I'm forgetting his name. He's a great character actor who was in Fargo, and he was in The Big Lebowski, and
You were in The Big Lebowski.
I was in The Big Lebowski. I didn't work with him. He was one of the nihilists in The Big Lebowski. Really good character actor. And I mean, his version of Lucifer is definitely very reptilian, slithery, and weird. And you know, I think I'm fortunate in that the way Lucifer was written initially in Supernatural was as a regular guy, as an everyman, and I think that's part of the reason why people gravitate towards him. I love that about, you know, the show is really great because it forces me to like otherwise despicable characters. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm almost done with season 11, and I kind of like Crowley. He is a guy, I see, he's got terrible mother issues, right? He was abandoned at 8 years old, died rampant alcohol, just a complete and utter loser in life, and just shattered human being. And I sort of like him because of that. And I sort of like seeing the little vulnerable cracks in his armor, you know, and when he helps the boys, you know.
Someone in Vancouver, Mark, I knew it. I knew he loved me. I knew he loved me.
So I mean, they write these characters pretty sympathetically, and I like that. I like that Lucifer's the blue collar man. He's the everyman, you know. But that could change, you know, because they definitely write many different incarnations. Hey, yeah.
Those are nice wings.
Nice wings. But if they're Lucifer's, they should be pink. Yes, who has another question?
Here, Mark, primeiro, aqui. Eu queria saber o que você achou da interpretação do Misha sendo Lúcifer.
It was awful. No, I really liked it, and I was really appreciative that he felt like he wanted to throw my interpretation in as a flavor to his, and it felt like a bit of an homage, and that was really nice. And he's good. It brings out. I love that Misha gets these opportunities in the show to act many different characters that are all very different from each other, right? Jimmy is a very different character from Castiel.
Yeah.
And the hippie cast is very different from Jimmy and Castiel. And Lucifer is a very different interpretation from all of his other, from Cass's other incarnations and characters that he played. So that's pretty rich. And I think all the guys get that opportunity. You know, Dean's played many different characters, right? He's been possessed. He's had the mark of Cain. He's been to hell. He and Sam have had some really cool incarnations over the run of the show. Right? So I forgot the question. But I know
It was a simple question how you felt about how Misha did it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and yeah, he talked to me about it. We went over scenes for a couple of hours, and I told him how I would approach certain scenes. And my wife happened to be shadowing one of the directors at the time. The episode where Misha comes out as Lucifer, and they would text back and forth between takes. And she would sort of say, no, that's not the way Mark would do it. Yep, that's it, that's right on. And then he just took it it became his own thing, and he totally owned it. Great job, really funny. I think Lucifer should be sort of funny, right?
Yeah.
Bad guys should be funny. Right? They're fun. It's fun. They're fun.
Aqui. Eu gostaria de saber se vocês têm episódio preferido em Supernatural.
Me? Oh my God. Okay, I love the out-of-the-box episodes, first of all. I love Ghost Facers. I love the French Mistake.
Yeah!
So awesome. I love Baby.
Changing channels.
Changing channels is awesome.
Yeah!
But one of my favorite ones, and it's a moment, Jensen has a moment that I sometimes just let pop into my brain every once in a while if I'm having a bad day, and it makes me laugh, is during the episode Yellow Fever. When he goes, that was one of the funniest moments. It was so shocking. You've never seen Jensen that way before. I also love the episode where he sort of merges with the dog.
Yeah!
Remember that? He's at the door, there's a mailman, he's like, you. What else? Yeah, those are my favorites. Phil Strategia did the Ghost Facers one.
Yes, he did.
That was a great sort of cinema verite approach that I'd never seen him do before. It was awesome.
It was actually before my time. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to talk at length with Phil about it. So, yeah.
Wow. Oh, I love Supernatural. You know that when we finished season 10, season 11 hadn't come out on Netflix yet, and my wife and I had been in the habit of watching we'd watch about 4 or 5 episodes a night. Not on purpose. We'd start out, you want to see an episode of Supernatural? Yeah, let's see it. And then it's like, you want to watch another? Yeah. Another one? Yeah, let's do it. We'd stay up till like 1 or 2 in the morning. And so when we went through 10 seasons and the 11th hadn't come out, we were like jonesing. Like we weren't on, like we didn't have our crack. We needed our drugs. And
that's never happened to anyone here.
No.
Is Supernatural your drug?
No.
It's your drug of choice? That's good. It's much better than other drugs. Okay?
Yeah.
We got a 5-minute warning.
Ok, 5-minute warning.
Aqui, a minha pergunta é para os dois. Já que a gente estava falando sobre que ninguém morre sobrenatural, o arcanjo Gabriel realmente morreu?
I'll do that to you first.
Stay tuned, you never know. Unless they actually died in real life, there's a chance that anybody could come back at any time.
I think that even if someone died in real life, they would somehow find their way back on the Supernatural.
We do have a very talented visual effects department, so you never know.
I would like to see Gabriel again.
Yeah!
I mean, in the episode where I killed him, they not just implied that Gabriel and Lucifer had a very special relationship, and I would like to see that play out a little bit more. I'd like to see what their backstory was, because it hurt Lucifer to kill Gabriel. He tried to convince him to come on his side, and when he couldn't, when Gabriel tried to turn the tables and got him turned back on him, it was a heartbreaking moment, I think, for Lucifer.
And speaking of people who died, we killed the trickster, but guess who's directing on Monday? Richard Spade is directing the episode right now we're shooting. So he's still part of the family, always will be. You never know. He can pop up again.
And he directed the episode where was it the first episode he directed where the kids' imaginary friends were getting killed? Yeah, that was a Richard Spade episode.
Yes. You got a question over here. Oh, 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes. Okay, there. We see you back there.
Oi, olá, Kiki. A minha pergunta é, não é tanto para o Jim, porque ele não pode falar, mas é para o Mark. Qual seria o seu final perfeito para Supernatural?
There is no ending. I'm not even going to think about an ending. I can't. It'll hurt me.
Oh.
And wouldn't it hurt you?
Yeah.
I mean, we live in a finite universe. Everything has a limit. Except Supernatural.
Yeah.
There was another successful show on the CW network called The Vampire Diaries, and I proposed to the president of the network. He said no. I said, you know, last episode of Vampire Diaries, you should walk in and see all the main characters, their heads cut off, and you see a 67 Impala driving away.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do it though, but I thought it'd be fun. I thought Sam and Dean should go kill all the Vampire Diaries in the last episode. All the vampires.
That would give me joy. You got some great ideas, man. I'm serious.
There's a reason why I'm sitting in this chair, my friend.
But I mean, you gotta be writing. You gotta be in the writer's room.
I'm just not some football player from Chicago.
From Chicago. Yes.
I think we're gonna go to the doctor. Are they sneak one more in quickly? I don't know.
Want to sneak? We have one more question.
Mark, you pick.
Me? Me, catch a tiger by the toe.
Here.
If he hollers, let him go. My mother says to pick the very best one, and you are not. I'm sorry, somebody had to get disappointed in that one.
Obrigada. Primeiramente, eu preciso falar que foi muito difícil explicar para minha avó que eu ia vir ver o Lúcifer. E esse é um evento.
What does she do? What does she do when you say, Grandma, I'm going to see Lucifer now? Yes, the devil.
Meu anjinho, você não está numa seita, me promete isso.
Be careful. Next thing you know, she's going to be standing over your bed with holy water.
Foi quase isso. Mas eu já tirei bastante fotos suas e vou mostrar pra ela e ela vai entender. Mas assim, se pra minha vozinha, no meu universo já foi tão complicado, qual o peso pra você como Mark foi ser o Lúcifer? Você tem alguma história assim, engraçada ou não tão engraçada em relação ao seu personagem que interferiu na sua vida pessoal?
Nossa,
Oh. You didn't buy the baby stuff, huh? Yeah, before I do Lucifer, I have a tendency to get really mischievous and play practical jokes on people and enjoy torturing, in a nice way, certain people. Unfortunately, that certain people is my wife. So I'll just kind of mess with her. Like, I don't know I'm doing it, it's just that, you know, it somehow leaks into my personality. I'm already sort of naturally mischievous and I like playing practical jokes, but it just really becomes to the forefront of my personality, and it's not always the best thing. because she gets a little fed up with it from time to time. And then I'm just like, you don't like that. So yeah, that's where it affects. That's sort of where it affects my personal life, and in a way, my perspective of Lucifer has completely changed from the way it was when I started, portraying that character. I now see Lucifer as the first rebel, and the first anti-authoritarian, the first one to say no to blind obedience. And I find that a very heroic trait. So for me, sort of like what Chuck says, well, he sort of implies, Lucifer just doesn't have good PR. Somebody in the show talked about Lucifer not having the best PR, and that his reputation as an evil character is sort of undeserved. God himself in the show said Lucifer's not a villain, and I want to know where that comes from. I want to see that, what he means by that, because I believe that. Did I just say something that's going to get me a fast ticket to hell? that I like Lucifer as a archetypal being, that I think perhaps he's done more good than harm and represents something that we should all take to heart, which is individualism. Is that a bad thing?
And this is why we hired him. I think we're a wrap. So let's cut, print,
Copy that.
Yeah.
We can. I love you guys.
Love you.